Hello and welcome to Morten's Corner.
This session is called ClickLearn and the AI avatars.
So in the scope of today, we'll go through what AI avatars are. We'll talk about what they can do for you. Then I'll show you how they work in the video format. I'll show you how they work in the assist mode. And then I'll show you avatars using a PowerPoint presentation. Then we'll look at them in the feature tours. And then also we'll look at how you can just straight up use an avatar directly on your portal if you were so inclined. And then we'll go through the sign up process, our discount code, as well as the subscription options available from our partner Colossyan. And then I'll show you how you add it to ClickLearn, right? So you can get a move on. And also we'll go through some best practices and when to use it. So what are AI avatars? AI avatars, they're basically video and professional voice actors all in one. So you really have a person who is explaining parts of a process to you. So you're looking someone in the eyes, really, on the screen, who's then explaining the process and so forth, right? And as opposed to like reading this long paragraph of text. This can be used various places within ClickLearn, and it's presented in various ways depending on the format you're executing. So what can AI avatars do for you? Well, they can improve and enhance the training experience, like I just mentioned, as opposed to reading a very long wall of text. You can actually have a person who's looking you in the eyes and is reading out the context for you, right? As well as being AI powered, as you will see in the PowerPoint part, for example. You can have AI generated content based on, let's say, PowerPoint slides or something like that, to further enhance experience and really basically save you a lot of time. So it's also a little bit more relatable and human-like, like you're watching someone on the screen who's talking to you and you know, making eye contact and stuff like that. So it feels more like relatable and stuff like that. It also feels more personal. It's a lot less static. It's always a dynamic experience when you have someone moving around, talking, and things like that, as opposed to always just seeing the same wall of text whenever there is a process description, let's say like that, right? Or a description of an image you've inserted, for example. There's some of the locations that are supported. So it's also more engaging and clear through gestures and facial expressions. So sometimes things can be a little bit hard to understand. Let's say I read something, I'm not native English, and I read something in English and maybe a little bit hard time understanding exactly what's being meant. But when I see someone explaining it on the screen and I see their facial expressions and gestures and stuff like that, it makes it easier, right? It's the same as you, let's say you try to read a document and you attempt to understand it and you find it a little bit hard. Then you go and talk to your colleague about it and they'll explain it and then it's just crystal clear, right? It's so much easier. It's basically the same effect this has to an extent, for sure. Definitely for me, personally, I think it's an awesome addition to ClickLearn. Also, it's a lot more cost effective as opposed to having an actual video production in-house. We do it sometimes here. We have a lot of studio lights and we have professional grade cameras, microphones. All of this is very expensive. And a lot of people are tied up in the production and cutting and all this. It can take up to a full day of takes and retakes and the light is wrong and the microphone isn't charged. The camera wasn't ready, or, you know, there's so much stuff that could go wrong in the production and a lot of man hours and people are included, right? So imagine a scenario like this. You have a 5-step process that you have someone explain on camera. And then you have someone native French explaining as well. And then you have someone native German explaining it too, right? So you make X amount of videos over an extended period of days to cover all languages and to have everything set, all the lights are correct and all that. Then a few weeks later, there's a change to the process. Then you would need to fly in all these people again to your location to reshoot it, right? And preferably on the same, let's say on the same day, so the lighting conditions are the same. If you're using natural lights from outside, it needs to be the same, otherwise it's extremely clear that there's a difference. And so, but with ClickLearn using our AI avatars, you could record your process in English, let's say that, or whichever language is native to you. Use our localization feature to translate it, and then you can just click on produce. You've already set your avatars up in your text-to-speech settings. So then you would have a native German speaker read the German part, and a native French one read the French part, and so forth. It's already rated there. And all you'd have to do is just change your one step, which was your process change, right? And then click on reproduce, and you're done. Then you have the full content and all the AI avatar supported videos as well. So I think it's an extremely powerful addition to ClickLearn. For avatars using the video format, the way it looks basically is you come over here to a completely regular published portal, and you go ahead and play your instruction. So here's a nice instruction about how to adjust a credit limit for a client. And let's go ahead and watch the video.
This instruction will show you how to obtain approval for adjusting credit limit and how to adjust it. Caution: you need to attach written approval in PDF form. You can obtain an approval by sending an email to accounting@ourcompany.com.
Click on the item details. Click on the text field credit limit.
I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. So as you can see, the avatar brings a lot to the video itself. It's a lot more interactive, it's a lot more catchy, gets your attention and easy to understand. So that's available on the regular video. Of course, this also works inside the user experience panel, which we will look at later. But this is just a general portal, which is available to anyone, right? Inside of ClickLearn, what you want to do is, let's open that video I've made here. So adjust credit limit. In this instruction, the way you want to do it is when you add notes, right? You add your note, then you go to the video editor, and then you edit your note. All you need to do is to click on the avatar here. Then it will be rendered using the avatar in the video, right? So that's the way that works. And of course, the same goes for the assist, which we will look at next. So, coming over here in the CRM, let's have a look at how the AI avatar works using the assist. So I'll go ahead and execute this create a marketing list instruction. I'll click on assist, and the assist will then guide me through as regular, right? So we'll just go through the instruction here, and you'll see the AI avatar kicking in a bit.
Please note: static. Use a static list if you prefer to add and update members manually. Use a dynamic marketing list if you want the list to return a list of members dynamically when needed, based on search criteria you set. For example, if you want to run a campaign to members of a specific city.
All right, cool. So there we see the first avatar coming in. I'll click on next and select my list.
Here you need to specify which type of entity you wish to target with your marketing list. Please note, this cannot be clanged after saving.
Okay, so here's something I need to be cautious about, right? So I'm gonna create a lead here, select lead, sorry. And we'll go save. And that's it. We're done. So that's how it looks in the assist. It's a lot more engaging, I think. I don't need to sit there and read as much. I can relax while I do my instruction. I can listen to what's being said. And yeah, I can just, look at a person talking to me. So I think it's super nice. And the way it's being done in Studio, let's go ahead and open up the marketing list we were just doing here. So create a marketing list. So the way you want to add it to the assist is that you come to the video editor. You will find your note, click on edit, and then you make sure that you enable the AI avatar. When you then click on the assist mode, In the assist mode itself, you will not see any avatar option, so make sure you enable it in the
Please
video.
note. Static use a static list if you prefer to add and update members manually.
Oh yeah, that's how you can preview them. If you have enabled the avatar, and if you've produced it at least once, you will see the avatar rendered in the preview. But that only happens if you have, if you've actually rendered it and approved the avatar that you are going to produce. That's part of the production process. When you produce your content, you'll be asked to approve the avatar. Once that is done, the Colossyan engine will then render it in the background. There is one more place where the avatar kicks in, and that is during the PowerPoint narration. So I'm going to come in here and I'll show you one of the PowerPoint narrations. So I'll go to this instruction that I've made here.
Imagine a world where every action you take propels you towards your ultimate sales goals. The sales accelerator is your compass, guiding you to success with precision and...
The cool thing about this is you can mute it, you can stop it, you can pause it, play it, whatever you want. You can also move this around. So, you know, if it's on top of the slide or something like that, you can like, okay, I'm going to move it up here and keep on playing.
Clarity. It helps you concentrate on what truly matters by presenting a prioritized work list. This invaluable resource highlights the most crucial tasks, ensuring you never miss an opportunity.
So it's really cool when you use it like this. And this, of course, also goes for the regular portal. Let me show you. I'll go here, and I'll go to, it was this one we're viewing? Yep. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Using the Sales Accelerator introduction.
Click on the item Sales Accelerator. Today's focus is on the Sales Accelerator program, specifically through the lens of Microsoft Customer.
Imagine a world where every action you take propels you towards your ultimate sales goals. The Sales Accelerator is your compass, guiding you to success with precision and clarity. It helps you concentrate on what truly matters by presenting a prioritized work list. This invaluable resource highlights the most crucial tasks, ensuring you never miss an opportunity. By displaying pertinent sales information and customer context, it empowers you to make informed decisions and seamlessly connect with your next best lead or opportunity. Envision the power of having the right information at the right time, driving your productivity and transforming your sales outcomes. Let the Sales Accelerator illuminate your path to excellence, and watch as your achievements soar to new heights. Thank you for checking out the introduction.
So there you have it. The PowerPoint narration works, of course, both in the regular portal and also within the UXP, right? I think it's super awesome. The way you make the PowerPoints, you can either do it through the feature tours, of course, which is available in here. You can directly make them here inside the feature tours, or you can just do it making a normal instruction here, right? So let me just show you quickly how it was done. Basically, I'll just click on Create Tour. I'll give it a name. And basically what I would want is just click on this button up here called PowerPoint Narration. I'll select a file, an asset called PowerPoints. So let's select our Sales Accelerator. Then gonna load the slides. I can then pick a slide here. And in here I can choose how it should be done. You know, analytical, storyteller, and so forth. You can do a dramatic and excited and skeptical. You can do some interesting combinations here. It sounds really funny. Some of them are really cool as well. So I'll just do short.
You can, of course, also write your own text, rather than relying on the AI generation if you so please.
And basically, I'll just click on Save Changes. Now, in this part, I'll choose if I want the assist mode or the video mode. So it's pretty much up to you. For the longer sequences, I probably recommend the video mode because you relax a bit more and you have a bigger screen with a bigger image showing you what's going on. Whichever mode you select is of course up to you. One thing you need to know is that when you execute, well, basically anything through either the assist or the tours, the first step cannot be a video. So I would recommend you have like a normal text block here. So you can say insert before, just select text block, and I can just say welcome to the account tour, something like that. Save. So first it's going to run that, and then it's going to run a video, for example, or we could also do the assist, right? So assist mode. Once it's rendered, you will see the video preview here. That's how it's done. So the first step I'd recommend you have as a note, just because the first step will always be like a stepping point when you click next to kind of start. That's how it works in the assist and the tour. But of course, in the regular video, it will run just fine, no problem. Also, if you have like a note in the video, that will then become, like you saw in my video, it will become like welcome to the blah 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 tour, where you have the avatar talking to you, right? So there's a little bit of variance there. Just toy around with it, and you'll see how they work differently. But it's good to know to kind of have an idea about like how it works, right?
Morten, you are forgetting that the last step should be a note too if the second last step is a video step.
If you were to do it from within your recordings, it's the same thing. Like you would come into your recording, click somewhere, and then you can just use the PowerPoint narration option, right? And then of course on your PowerPoint step, you will want to come in here and enable the AI avatar, right? There we go. Now the AI avatar is going to read this in the video and in the assist. So just remember to do that. There is another thing you can do. So you see on my portal here, I have some sections, which is divided into like sales, accounting, HR. I could have like an introduction video or something like that inside here. So let's have a look at the full portal. It looks a little bit like this. Okay. So I could have like an introduction to sales processes, something like that. Let's go ahead and make that on Colossyan's website. So I'm going to come in here and I want to create a video. So let's go ahead and click on new draft. And you can either use the template, which looks like this. You can even have a dialogue between two people, or you can have something like one of these nice templates. You can also make your own. I'd recommend you check out some of the Colossyan documentation for this, but that is definitely possible. I will just go ahead and make one which is completely blank. There we go. So then you can, of course, move stuff around. You can replace this with your own logo if you have your corporate logo, right? I would put ClickLearn here. I'm just gonna take it out for this demonstration. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this text. Cool. So I just basically have a little welcome screen. I could probably add some more stuff. I can even add music if I wanted to. They have a lot of music as well that you can add at the same time. I'm not going to play this due to yeah, I don't want to be copyright striked on YouTube, but you can add music if you want to, and it's of course part of the license, right? It's right about Shuttershocks. There you can read the terms of use here. I haven't actually checked out the terms of use yet, so I'm not going to play it just in case YouTube will strike my video. But I'm going to generate it. I can choose which quality I want. I can choose if I want subtitles or not, and so forth. Give it a name. We called it sales processes. There we go. I'm going to click on start generation. So you can, of course, as they say, click here to check the process, or progress, sorry. So now you can see the video is complete. You can also see that I got a reminder up here telling me that my video is done generating. I know that it's also possible to set up other types of reminders, like it will send you an email when it's complete, for example. So you don't have to go and refresh the page or anything like that. You can just press it and go on with your day, and then you'll get a mail when it's done, right? So what I will do now is that I'm going to download it. There we go. Here's my MP4 file. So I'm going to go ahead and take this file here. And I want to put that inside of ClickLearn. All right, so we'll go in here. I'll come into my assets and I can make a new folder. Call it AI Avatar Introductions. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this file in. There we are. Now I'll come into my structure. So under my sales processes, I'd like the avatar to be on top here. So let's do that. You could even make a let's make a new line for it or something like that. Make like an extra divider. I wanted to, that's fine. Let's go here, assets. So now I can put my recording in here. Go. And here we can have, I could choose another video, another logo, right? Okay. Once you've added it, instead of saying open a new tab, go ahead and select embed in learning portal. So now that we've added our sales introduction avatar, I'm going to call it introduction to sales processes. And let's go ahead and produce it. So we can see how that looks. All right, let's get it concrete. And there we go. I'm going to click on view content. So now we have an introduction to the sales process up here. Click on it. And then you will see the video ready to play. So moving on to the sign-up-link and the 20% permanent discount option, as well as the Colossyan subscription options. All you'll need to do really is to come into your favorite search engine, whichever that is. You can basically just search for ClickLearn, Colossyan, and you'll see the first available link up here. Now, the code ClickLearn promo is not the code you want. That's just an example they use on their page. The code you will want to use is called ClickLearn 20 in one word. Both the link for this page and the code will be linked on the community page as well. So when you scroll through the page here, basically what you'll see is, you'll of course see a little bit about what the AI is and how it works in terms of inside of ClickLearn. A bit about the partnership we have with Colossyan. And then what you need is just basically going through these steps, right? So you click on this link. I'll do so in one sec. In here, you'll create an account and sign in. And you'll choose the plan. We'll go over the plans. Then you check out with the special code called ClickLearn 20. Once that's done, you'll have the opportunity to generate an API key. And then you'll put it into the ClickLearn settings in your project. And that's it, then you're done. That's that easy. So let's go ahead and go through the sign-up process so you know what to do. I'm just gonna click on the link here. So here I can log in. You can just create an account right here by clicking continue. I'm gonna click on login because I already have one. So I'll go next and sign in. So once you're signed in, what you will be prompted with is to choose a subscription option, right? What I will do here is, Colossyan works in sense of workspaces. You have workspaces that they work with. Once you create your license, it will create a default workspace for you, which is fine. You can also create your own. That's what I've done down here. Once I've created my own workspace or used the default, then I'll have the opportunity to apply a license. So I'll go do that here. I'll go on upgrade. So here are the license options that we have. There is Starter, Pro, and Enterprise. I would really recommend you go with Pro because 240 minutes is a year. It's not that much, right? Like the way you use ClickLearn to generate AI-generated content and videos, add-ins, stuff like that, it's just too much of a hassle, in my opinion. I would go with Pro. So the Pro has unlimited minutes, and that's kind of the catch here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to Pro. And here you'll see the price of $730. I'll add the promotion code here, which is ClickLearn 20. I'm not typing in caps, it's doing that by itself, I believe. Yep. And we'll click apply. And you'll see a nice fat discount here, reducing that by 20%. Yeah. There is you would probably want to click this I'm purchasing as a business, because that will give you the opportunity to enter your tax code. So this in some countries, in our country for example, if you use a product like this for production, you are eligible for a tax reduction for that product. That's basically it. So you're exempt from tax. But talk to your accounting team. Probably they might want to set you up with this, so you get the right info in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and punch in my card here. So, filled out the card details. You can scroll down and click on Pay and Subscribe. There we go. I am now a Pro plan owner, right? So, what you can then do is add the the API key to ClickLearn. So, the API key comes when you use either our subscription, the code that we provided, the ClickLearn 20. So when you use that discount code, you automatically get the option to use an API key with the lower tiers of subscription. If you forget to use the code, contact Colossyan support and have a talk with them. Or if you subscribe to the enterprise plan already, then you can just use the API key from there, no problem. So there is a link. I will leave that also in the community to, there is a full guide on how to get the API key and how to add it to ClickLearn, but I'll just show it as well, right? So let's go find the key. So you come in here to Workspace Settings, and then you can see your API key. So I'll click on Generate New API Key. Give it a name. I'm going to call it MNE Workspace API Key. I'll click on Generate Key. And I can then click on Copy. There we go. That's it. Then I'm going to come into ClickLearn. So once you're inside of ClickLearn, you open up your projects, and then you come down to Settings, and then you come to Text-to-Speech settings. So what we've done from ClickLearn side is for all licenses, we have enabled these AI avatar options down here. So basically what you would do is that you would toggle on the AI avatar for Colossyan here, and then you just basically paste your key and click on Save Changes. That's it. And you're done, and you're ready to go. So that's how easy it is to add. Just mind you, you need to do this on a project level, of course. So for each project where you wish to use the AI avatars, you will need to add your API key. So yeah, that's how that works. And of course, this is where you set your AI avatar. It's right next to the voices. You just set it here. And then you can choose which one you want. There are AI avatars for a wide range of languages, with more to come. So go ahead and add your local language, be that German, Spanish, French, Danish, whatever you have, and see if there's an avatar available. If not, you're welcome to write to us, and we will then try to figure out when it will be available if it's not. So there are quite a few already, so likely it's covered already, but if not, like I said, just let us know, yeah? But yeah, that's how you get started. It's that easy. It's a banger feature. I hope you'll enjoy it. But yeah, talking about some best practices and when to use. Well, use it whenever you want to put emphasis and more life into your recordings, and make them more engaging, make them easy to understand. For best practices, this is pretty much for the production part of it, right? So when you do produce, you can come into Colossyan's site here. Once you're done producing and you approve your avatars, you can come into Colossyan's site here if you want. And you can keep a look at the generated videos. You will see videos processing in here. When there are no more videos processing, your content is pretty much done. Once a video process, it will be uploaded to our blog, and then it will be incorporated into your content. When there are no more videos processing, it's pretty much done. But after that, it can take a little bit of time before the content is like fully ready with all the videos. So just be a little bit patient. When you reproduce content that you've already produced once, we are of course caching the videos on our blog, meaning that you will not have to wait for Colossyan to reproduce the videos every time. Please remember that videos is not like it's just some text you generate into an audio file and that's it. You're actually rendering a video. Video rendering takes a while, so your production time with AI avatars will be a little bit longer than you might be used to. So just keep that in mind. And well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Morten's Corner on ClickLearn and the AI avatars.
And as always, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.